as clinicians, when you see a dog come in and they walk like a wonky spider and their back's fixed and their tail's dropped and their head's low and life's tough, and the owner says, oh, it's all right, it's just getting old. And you're like, ah! Mm-hmm. It drives you crazy. And it's not their fault. I never want to be one of those, oh, aloof. Look at you. You don't know what I know. It's not that at all. Mm-hmm. It's a common phrase. And I know that the person behind the phrase would do anything for that dog. It's a misunderstanding. And as soon as you do have that conversation and you are able to introduce with kindness, this could be chronic disease, this could be pain, this might not be what you think it is, you can see them go, help me. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm keen. But it's a conversation that's quite difficult, and you have to tread carefully. You don't want to offend, don't want to make them feel guilty. So yes, aging and chronic disease, bounces back and forth. And I hope tonight we can clarify a bit more about aging, distinguish it from chronic disease, talk about the overlap, and give people a plan how we can move forward.
Absolutely. I think that part of it comes from the notion that aging, because it is essentially universal, we can argue about some possible exceptions, but for the most part, all animals, all people, all dogs, we're going to get older. And it's a natural thing that occurs everywhere. That creates the impression that it is inevitable and immutable, that we can't do anything about it. And that makes sense psychologically when you're in a position where you don't have any tools, right? If aging is going to happen and you can't do anything about it, acceptance is a perfectly reasonable strategy. Mm-hmm. But what I hope people will come to understand is that aging is just biology. It is just changes in your physiology that happen over time and that increase your risk of disease and disability and ultimately death. And we can understand how those changes work. They're just like the changes that go into the development of chronic disease, or even the changes that go into the development of acute infectious diseases. Once you understand how they work, then you have the opportunity to figure out how you can intervene into